Welcome, you beautiful people out there in the world taking care of change and innovation. My thesis with this edition, the change that most of you pursue is mere incrementalism. Why? Because it comes only from two sources: colleagues and customers. And that is a problem. Because when you ask people within a certain machinery, they will basically confirm the existing structures, theories and paradigms. It's like the old Ford saying. If you would have asked people using horse carriages what they wished for as an optimization, they would have all agreed on faster horses, not a car. So if you strive to get insight into actually groundbreaking new ideas, you need different sources. And that's what I'm going to share with you now, a list of 8 sources. And while you listen to this, and by the way, thanks for that, you can make up your mind about these 8 sources and pick one that you prefer, and already think about the person that you want to invite kindly to sit down with you and have a drink, have a lunch, exchange, and it's going to be you mostly listening to your partner, your conversational partner, to find out whether there's something in for you that might be really, really important for the future of your organization. And besides these 2 sources that I've already mentioned, customers and colleagues, there are actually others. Competitive intelligence for one. There are intelligence companies like IHS, Gartner Group, and others who have specialized in looking deeply into your industry and others and providing you with their analysis and deliver really meaningful reflection. Another is to ask people that are so close to you already, but you hardly ask them for their advice or for their opinion about your business model and about your structures. And that is suppliers and vendors. They're just there, but not only really, right? They know you. They know even about the shadows and the bad sides, and maybe they could help you to come up with a great idea too. Academic partners, literature. I know most of you have studied, and maybe even with a premium success at the end, but mostly you were happy to leave that ivory tower and get your hands dirty in your job. But why stop to make use of this incredible source of the universities, of the academia, with all their cooperation, with all their border crossing, exchange, fresh and young minds that you can tap into? And the pile of books next to your bed, how about that? I know the pain. There's too little time, yes, but start with one, finish it. Read the lines, actually, not power reading. Take the time to dive into literature, because you will learn. Industry analysts, maybe a no-brainer. Yes, they are expensive, but that's for a reason. Corporate venture capital. It's not all just sticky notes and whiteboards and fancy innovation meetings. It's also asset management. And these guys, they know a bit or two about the secret sources and the magic of failure and how to actually raise new ideas up to well-working companies. External ideation consultants. Yes, design thinking, maybe one thing, an experience expedition, another. These are formats and programs, and that is knowledge and bundles of methods that you don't necessarily have to have inside your organization. And maybe even more important, your own people will more likely say yes even to a bullshit idea, while externals will say, no, that's actually a bad idea. You should not follow up with it. And that's a good thing. And last but not least, there are the supposedly boring bankers and VCs. And yes, they wear ties and polished shoes, but there's one thing about them. Every day they get literally hundreds of business plans at their desks presented by enthusiastic entrepreneurs and business people, so they have a great overview about what is going on in the world. And now back to the challenge, back to the idea. Who is it that you are going to invite for a lunch next week or in 4 weeks to learn something about change from a different source? I promise you one thing, it's going to be very exciting.